It's
Welcome
hot.
to the Box Truck Hustle, where we highlight real stories and real strategies for people moving freight every day. I'm your host, Telly Arnold, the owner of TLA Group LLC, the creator and founder of Straight Connects, the verified network for the box truck community. And I have my co host and business partner, Sharif Brooks, who will introduce himself.
How's everyone? I'm Sharif Brooks. I've been driving 18 wheelers for like 24, 25 years. Been box truck hustling for the last 3 years. Happy to be here, um, coming to you guys from Chicago, Illinois, right now.
And then I have my other co host, Derek with Fast Lane Trucking, who will introduce himself.
What's up? What's up? Derek, Fast Lane Trucking. Been in the trucking game a little over a year now. Got other multiple entrepreneurial things we doing, but
Hmm.
Fast Lane is the moneymaker right now.
All
All
right.
right. And our special guest today is Brian Reed, the owner of UC 510 Trucking. You want to tell us a little
What's
bit about you, Brian?
Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Brian Reed, owner operator of UC 510 Trucking out here, based in Cali, out of Richmond, California. Um, I've been driving trucks for about 6 years now. Box trucks for about 2 years. Um, I was with a construction company driving 10 wheelers, heavy operator excavators, mainly in driving a dump truck. So they shut down, reduction in force in 2021. Very short notice. Like they told us, they let us know September, and by January it was done.
Hmm.
So yeah, and they like first wave they took out about 40 people. It was maybe 95 people there. First wave they took out about 40 people, and then went so on. So luckily, I was literally the only brother there. I thought I was gonna be on the first wave.
Is that right?
So luckily I made it through there. So this is how it all started. So like I said, I was driving trucks for them. They actually paid for my CDL for me. So once they shut down, now I'm like, what am I gonna do? You
Hmm.
know,
Mm.
like it was such short notice. Couldn't find anything, nothing that worth getting into. So then came YouTube University. So seen a bunch of stuff on there. Everybody, oh, all you gotta do is do this, super easy, do this, do that. All you gotta do is make this. And I was like, all right, let's see what it's about. So
Okay.
I was gonna do the semi route because I had the CDLs. So started looking into that a little bit, asking people. I knew at the time, I knew one guy who was operating the box truck. But he was just telling me all bad stuff, negative stuff, all nothing here. Amazon Relay, they do this, they do that, they do that. So I was like, okay, I'm trying to do the semi route. Let me check that out. I was getting the same thing. Everybody, so I'm just like, man, maybe nobody just want me to jump in the business or something. So so yeah, I was just YouTube, just like day and night. And in the meantime, an old coworker, his buddy has started a company. And he was like, hey, can you come work for me? I pay you under the table. So I'm like, oh, it was perfect timing. I'm like, hey, company just shut down. I need something to till I figure out what's going on. So that basically gave me a little cushion. So just on YouTube every day, networking. And then that's when I came across who was it? Box Truck Shorty. And
Hmm.
and it was just interesting what he was saying, this and that link went on to other links, and I was like, oh man, the overhead not as much, probably easy to park. So I started looking into it, and then I started talking to my boy who was in it, started talking to him more. He was like, oh man, you should probably do the semi route, this and that. So I'm like, all right, I'm done talking to him.
That right.
So anyways, I worked for side job. I started that in, what was that? March of 2021. I worked that to about November. I worked that to about November 2022. So now I'm like, by this time, I'm like, okay, I have figured out I'm going the box truck route. This is this is what I want to do. Now I'm just saving. So, and at the same time, my wife was pregnant. So it was just a lot of pressure. So, yeah, man, I got my first truck. April of 2024. And, like I did not do enough research. That I
Mm.
didn't do enough at all. Like the stuff I thought I knew, it wasn't even not
Oh,
a small fraction of, of least the information that I really needed.
Right.
So what I did was I signed up for a brokerage. So I don't know how, but somehow I did. So basically after that mistake, I tried to correct that. Oh man, it took me 7 months to get that situated. About 6 months. So I got my
So
dog in the
you
truck.
set up your MC as a brokerage instead of a carrier?
Yes. I had a
Oh
whole
wow.
different MC and that because that's just me going in there trying to set up everything. I didn't want to pay nobody. I didn't have the money. Everybody's like, oh, you give me 600. One person, oh, you give me 700. I get you right.
Yeah.
All the stuff you hear. So I did everything myself, and I signed up. I signed up initially as a broker.
Mm.
So after figuring all of that up, I tried to sign up again for a carrier, and somehow the two conflicted. So then, like, I almost got penalized, to be honest. So then I had to wait because they thought it was some type of fraud going on.
Oh wow.
So
yeah, I can
so
imagine. I can
yeah.
imagine.
So basically, like I said, I got my truck. I got my truck. I got my truck. April of 2024. I didn't do my first load until August. I didn't do my first
Oh,
load until August after I got my MC and everything situated.
you bought it cash?
Sorry about that. Hey, sit. So
You was paying a note?
no, no,
Oh,
no,
you bought it
no, no.
cash.
Oh, you pay
I got a
cash.
loan. Yeah, I got a loan. Okay.
Okay, got
Yeah.
you, got you.
So I had my truck right. And with the whole situation with the MC and everything, I'm like, what am I gonna do? Like I gotta make some money. So then I went back to YouTube, and that's when I found out about the gig apps. This app called Curry. It was
Yeah, yeah.
Mothership. It was another app called Dispatch.
Mm-hmm.
And pretty much I signed up on all of them, and they kept me afloat. I ain't gonna lie, they kept me afloat. They kept me afloat till my MC figured out until it got actually until it got aged after my 6 months. So yeah, so I took, like I said, I took my first load. I took my first load in August, and then it was just like it was different because I thought it was gonna be easy. I'm like, okay, get here, you pull up, they load you up, and then that's when like, no, so you in a box truck, you got to get back here and do all of this. Okay, that was new. I didn't know that. So after all of that, and then MC got right. Once MC got right, nobody would work with me.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, you go to TQL, go to TQL. So at the same time, I got a million dispatchers calling me. Hey, I can get you this. I can you on 6,000 a week, 7,000 a week. I'm like, I listened to them. So sign up. I had a total of about 7 dispatchers at the time. 7
Yeah.
dispatchers.
Eh,
So one of my dispatchers must have signed up with TQL, where they tried to sign me up with TQL and did something wrong, and I got blocked from TQL. They red flagged me. To this
Lord have
day, I have
mercy.
not did a load with TQL. So
Really?
and when I ask them, they say they can't tell me, and it's a permanent choice to never work with me. So after
Wow.
that, it was just kind of like man, like what am I gonna do? Because it was like if like everybody's telling me you got to get with TQL. Even my
But
dispatchers,
wait,
they're like
Brian, did you say you were working with 7 dispatchers?
7. I
Well,
probably
that's
had,
part of the problem. You had
That's
7
what happened.
dispatchers.
but
You had
this the
7
thing.
different
So like
representation.
it's not like they were actually finding lows for me. I just like, whoever would call, I didn't know. So whoever would call me and be like, hey, just send me over send me over your carrier packet, this and that. I'm gonna send you the
Exactly.
Yeah.
onboarding.
Thing you got,
So I
you
would
had
just send it to
multiple,
them because I'm not knowing,
You had
Oh
multiple
yeah.
people.
representation. So it
Yeah.
looks,
So
it just
so
looks
man,
suspect.
it was crazy. Like it was headaches. Like just wanting to give up every day.
Yeah.
Just like because the gig apps was only so much. After a while, but
But yeah,
so yeah,
so
I
I
got
want to go back to that whole 7 dispatchers. That right there
okay.
is probably why you are banned from TQL because like Derek was trying to say, you had 7 people representing your business. So like when you sign up with RMIS, like for us, it only shows me and Sharif. And so you had 7 people trying to have your MC number calling all these brokers. How all 7 of these
Listen,
dispatchers did not call TQL?
listen.
Exactly.
That's
And
what
different
happened. So
voices.
once I figured it
Yeah.
out, it made sense because I'm like, once I started learning it, and like, as soon as I
Yeah.
started dispatching for myself, I was like, oh man, this is crazy. So I'm like, wow, just imagine if I had 7 dispatchers calling this one broker, and they're all giving him my MC. So this broker is like, like what's going on?
Yeah.
Of course, we're
Yeah.
not going to
Exactly.
work with him.
They probably
Yeah, put him
thought
at
that
all the
they
way
had
at the
stole
bottom.
your MC.
Yeah.
What was
So they
that?
just they probably thought that your MC was stolen because people kept those
Yep, I
multiple
did. I
people were trying
heard.
to
I
use it,
heard
so they
that
just
too.
blocked it
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
because it was new too.
so
So that's the only place they could call was TQL.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and
That's
it
crazy,
was
man.
crazy because like literally everybody was like, "Nah, you got to get on with TQL." So now the dispatchers they're like, "Well, you can't work with TQL, so we don't know what to do. I mean, you can reach back out to us after 6-7 months. You can reach back out to us and we can help you." So it's like,
Nah.
man, y'all done tarnished my MC. Then y'all just up and gone, and
And up and gone.
it's this and that.
So
Yeah. Yeah.
when did it start leveling out for you far as your reputation, or
Man,
did you start getting reputations with the brokers?
so yeah, I started getting reputation. So I was mixing in the gigs with the with DAT board. Well, I ain't gonna say DAT board because I still had a dispatcher, but I'm assuming he was getting it from DAT board.
Yeah.
And the whole part about that is I didn't want to pay the $59.99 a month. So I was just like, no, I ain't finna get. I didn't want to get on. Everybody was just like, why don't you just get DAT board and dispatch for yourself? But not,
Not
not
knowing.
knowing.
Not knowing
Yeah.
So
exactly.
it started. I'm gonna say 2025, the summer. Wait, no. Let's can I go back a
Because if
little bit
your
before?
MC was August, you said you booked your first load. So I'm thinking around
Yeah, it was
December,
summer.
January, or the
Yeah.
No,
summer of the next
no,
year.
yeah. Like
Okay, the
I didn't
summer of the
start like
next
to the
year.
summer of 2025. That's when I,
Yeah.
really just start being able. And so let me go back. So basically, I was gonna do OTR, right?
Right.
So now, the guy like, one of the dispatchers like, yeah, man, you gotta just take a load. You gotta just take a load. We know wherever it's going, and just stay gone. So I'm like,
Hmm.
it didn't sound right, right? He's like, yeah, you go out and wherever you drop off at, you let us know, and we gonna be fine looking for something else. So
Yeah.
now I'm like, okay, let me try that because it's like, what else I have? So I
Yeah.
go up to Washington. It was October.
DC.
October, I go up to Washington, and I get up there. It was nice going up there, but didn't know
Oh, you went to Washington State.
ain't nothing coming from up north.
Yeah.
So I'm
You
up
was at
there.
Washington State, not like Washington D.C.
No, Washington State.
Oh no,
Yeah.
no, the state. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Gotcha.
I'm up there 3-4 days.
Woohoo!
Slept in the truck the first 2 nights. The third night I was like, oh, it's too cold. I gotta get, gotta get a room.
You damn right.
So I get
You
a
would have.
room, but it's like now I'm going all into eating. It's like that's all profit from whatever other man coming up here.
Yeah.
So then
Hmm.
he's like, "Oh well, only thing I got for you, I can get you home on this." And I'm talking, it was nothing, but had to get home. I get home, The next morning I go out, my truck was stolen. Right? So literally gone. It's about 5 a.m. I call my wife. I'm like, my truck ain't where I left it. She said, no, you must have parked it somewhere else.
I know you go through that 30
Listen,
minutes of denial.
drive up and down, gone. I look at the Modus. I pull up the Modus, the Modus app, and I see it. It's in the middle of the bridge. So I jump on the bridge. The bridge is empty. So I'm like, oh, they just tossed my whole ELD and everything out the window.
Oh, ain't that
So I get that back. I got my truck back. I'm gonna say about 8 days later. It was in a homeless encampment, probably like 3 miles from my house. But only thing they took
didn't
my
wreck
battery.
it. They
Man, they took my
damage
battery
it.
and they ate all my road snacks.
They took your battery and all your road snacks.
They ate all my road snacks and they took my battery. And you know what? For all my E-Tracks, instead of taking them off the hooks, they went and cut them all.
Oh wow!
So it's like it ain't no good.
Trying to sell the metal.
In my pallet jack. They took my pallet jack. Jack.
Took your pallet
Man,
jack.
if I could have been a fly on the wall to watch
probably
them find the snacks and figure a way to get the pallet jack out, because you know that's kind of dope fiend moving. You know what I'm saying? You in there looking for stuff. You know?
But
So anyway,
that's who I figured who it was.
yeah.
So it's like after that, I was really just like, you know what? I'm done. I can't do this.
I got
But
you.
you know, just my family and everything. I was just like, I ain't the type to give up. So I kept pushing. Got it back. Fixed the little stuff that was fixed. Got the battery, and then, like I said, about July, stuff started picking up a little bit. I decided I'm going local. That's when after that I was like, I'm not going nowhere. I'm local.
So you're local now. You're not OTR.
Yes. Oh
you're
yes,
local.
I stay between my triangle, so I go between San Francisco. Not sure if y'all familiar with it, but between San Francisco, San Jose, and Sacramento, it's like a triangle.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
you in Cali though, so local.
it's enough. It's enough businesses and working there to like, I ain't got to go nowhere.
Do you do
on the
Amazon
low board.
Relay?
Okay, go ahead, baby.
I'm on DAT, so I never signed up with Amazon Relay. Everybody was telling me, like, hey, that's what, they accept whoever, this and that. But for some reason, I never did it. And I actually I ran my first Amazon Relay the beginning of this year. And I was so happy I never depended on them. Because I did that one load, and I was like, nah, I never do another one.
Yeah.
So, because they took people out here, Amazon Relay, they took people out. Because everybody was just getting, what is it? In trouble. What was they calling it? For showing up late, just a whole bunch of stuff.
You talking about the scores and stuff.
Yeah, the score took everybody I know out here. The score took them out.
Yeah,
and they was like, certain ways you gotta know how to play with it.
Yeah, they real strict.
So are you? Okay. So what are you exactly doing to like if somebody was in California and they wanted to be local, like what apps are you using to stay local, and what is your average per week?
Right now I'm just doing straight DAT board, and I got one dispatcher right now, because he tells me, he's like, my loads don't come from D. He's like, you'll never find my loads, and honestly, I've never found any of his loads. But so I got one dispatcher, and everything else is off DAT board.
Hey, boy, like, you are blessed.
And what are you averaging? What are you averaging per week? I mean, I know you're on West Coast, but what is you averaging?
It depends. Like, I mean, it's between both of my trucks. Well, last week was crazy. Last week I did almost 9,000. But between both of my trucks, on the average, it's probably like anywhere between 5 to 6.
Yeah.
But that's just like, just like all day, like, like.
Oh, yeah.
But you home,
driver out there,
so you just statewide, huh? So you just really state Chicago. I mean,
California must be something else for local. That's like local work. You almost home every
It's
other day, huh?
so, and the thing about it is, I don't, cause I'm like I pretty much go to a lot of times I'm in the same warehouses, same brokers, same. So basically, I'm just every warehouse. I'm talking to them, giving them my business card, cause just a familiar face, So
Yeah, yeah.
that's kind of like my plan right now, and I'm trying to do the same thing because I just got a new driver. I'm trying to do the same thing with him, get his face familiar in there. But like even today I just right now I got a load on me right now that it was a load for a 53 footer, and I talked the broker into breaking it down and just let me take 3 trips. Well, I took 2 trips and then another truck
Mm.
got the third trip. So yeah, because it was originally 24 pallets, and it was 26,000 pounds. So we did
Mm-hmm.
8 pallets each truck. But yeah. So I kind of feel like I got something going right now. Just like
Yeah.
by me by me the same shippers, same receivers all the time, and the more they see me, like today, the guy he asked for my card, like. I try to keep it like if one of my brokers, I'm not finna be all in the shipper like, hey, if you want to deal with me. If anything, I'll be like, oh, ask the broker to request me back or something like that. But
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
like if they're like, hey, do you got a business card? Yeah, sure, I got a business card.
Damn right.
So
But
you scaled to a second truck, correct?
yeah, so I just got my second truck this year.
Okay.
Of I got it from Texas. I got it in May.
So
Well,
you
I
had
bought
the
it in
same
April and
driver,
it came to
same
huh?
driver, same driver.
No, I'm on my listen here. I got it this year in May and I'm on my fourth driver.
Mm.
So my
Boy.
first
Yeah.
driver, my first driver was immaculate. English wasn't 100, but he just wanted to work. He came from a trucking background. He was from Texas, came from
He's
a
an
trucking
essay.
background, came from CDL. He had been driving long. He said he stopped driving 10 years ago and was at home having babies and decided to start back working. So he was great, Mexican guy. I had him for I had him for 1 month and he just disappeared. So
Stop it.
my only thing is ICE got him because ICE
Yeah.
is crazy out here. Like I'm talking about crazy. Like
So
I'm
come up
literally across the
missing.
street from a Home Depot, and like, what was
So you
that?
didn't call and check on with his wife or nothing like that to
I
just check on
did,
him?
cause look. So he literally lived probably 5 minutes from me. So I
Gotcha.
went by his house, and his wife, she was so afraid of me. She just kept saying like, "No English, no English," and I'm like, "Hey, I'm Ruben boss. It's Ruben." She was like, "No Ruben, no Ruben." So it was so weird. And even if I call the number now, disconnected. I drive
Oh,
past his
that's
house,
Mm.
no work truck.
crazy.
His work truck has never came back. He had a great pickup work truck. It never came back.
He must have got picked up by ICE.
But think about it. You come
Second,
up like he said,
so
come up missing. He came up missing. His wife didn't know where he was.
came up
No
missing,
Reuben. So it's
missing.
like it ain't like
No, she
they
say no
went
Reuben.
home. Yeah, it ain't like they went home and told her. They didn't need to. They didn't feel like they had to.
Right.
That's
Second
sad.
driver,
Uh-huh.
second driver quit the first day.
What?
So I'm not even gonna say quit because he didn't even do it. I took him because I take him on ride along. My driver take him on ride alongs with me. Like you gotta go on a ride along for at least a week. I gotta be able to see if you know what you're doing or
It's
whatever.
that road test.
Mm-hmm.
First day, he in the truck. We did 2 loads. We got back to where I park at by my house. I said, "What you think?" He was like, "Oh yeah, I like it. I'm ready." He was like, "It's just like my last job." But it wasn't sounding too he didn't sound like he was too confident. So I said, "Okay, I'm gonna go get the paperwork and come back." He was gone. He sent me a text. When I left, he sent me a text. He said, I may have something else up. But I didn't know what he meant by that, right? So I'm like, I'm like, I'll be there in 5 minutes. I call him, he accidentally answered, and I just hear the phone like fumbling and fumbling. I'm like, hello, hello, hello. Then it hung up. And I kept calling, no, nothing. He texted me 3 days back and he said, sorry, family emergency.
Damn.
Oh.
I'm like, yeah, right, yeah. That other, whatever the other was, it didn't work out.
Yeah.
No, but Reed,
Yeah.
And
that
go ahead.
that's how a lot of people are. That a lot of people are not confrontational, and I've learned that instead of being man enough to look at you and say, "No, man, I don't think it's gonna be me, man. I appreciate the opportunity. Thanks for the time." They'll just disappear and run. You know what I'm trying to say? Change the block you just for that little bit of
Hmm.
confrontation of showing up and look you eye to eye and say no. You know what I'm saying? So that's
Mm-hmm.
crazy.
And let me tell you, I experimented with the third driver, right? So I decided I was gonna tell him I was his supervisor and I wasn't the owner.
Oh, okay.
So
Mm.
like and it for the first month, it was okay, you know. So basically, he was just thinking like, hey, like basically like I give him all, I dispatch him all his jobs. He report to me and me only. You know, he never asked any questions. But I'm like, you're not gonna look up the company. So he lasted. Well, I guess he lasted till about a week ago. So he lasted 2 months.
Mm.
He told until one morning he told me he was so no. First off, the cameras. So where I park at, there's a storage, and I know the owner, and he basically after my truck got stolen, he kind of watch out for my trucks. So he's like, hey man, your driver, he keep peeing all around the property and this and that. So I'm like, huh? He's like, yeah. He walks up to my gate and he goes over behind the bush and he uses the bathroom. So I'm like, really? So I asked him about that, and he's like, "Oh, I'm a juicer, man. I'll be juicing. So I gotta go, man." And that's just he got me kicked off a job that could have turned into a contract, and I'm talking it would have been like
Oh,
it was a game changer, should I say?
Mm.
Like a literally game changer, and
what'd he
just his
do?
mouth, not knowing how to
Oh,
talk to customers because so basically it was with a company, Imperial Dade, and they basically source out to all restaurants, spoons, forks, utensils, all stuff like that. So all they have no drivers, all their drivers left, so they were hiring me. He got to a location and got into it with a customer, which I tell them all. I said, hey man, we got to remain professional at all times. Like no matter what it is, like you just can't say the stuff that you want to say. You can't.
Right.
So he called me ahead of time. He's like, "Yeah, I'm just letting you know now. Somebody gonna complain about me not bringing the boxes all the way in." Well, I'm like, "Okay, Samuel. Like that's a part of our job. Like this job consists of us. If the customer wants us to bring the boxes in, that's what we do." Well, they
mm.
Right.
was too heavy. I bought you a dolly. The dolly too slow. So it was one of them
The
things
dolly
where it was
too
always
slow.
something.
You push the dolly. Is
Yes,
it
You are.
motorized? You got a motorized a button
yes,
on there
yes.
that you go? It go
So
too
so this
slow.
was this was his last week was when I text him on Tuesday. I text him Tuesday morning. He usually start at 7. I text him at 6 o'clock. I said I shot him his load at 6 o'clock. I didn't get no response. So by 6:30, I'm like, I didn't get he didn't like it. He didn't say okay or nothing. So I call him. He didn't answer. He called me back at 7. He like, I'm here. And I'm like, oh, I'm like, yeah, we were trying to get in contact with you. You didn't respond. He was like, tell them since they want to text me at 6, I'm gonna start myself at 6 o'clock today. So it was just a number. He started acting like he was just
He
like
emotional.
like a
Yeah.
top employee or something.
Yeah.
So yeah, so like I'm on my fourth driver now. So far so good. This is second week. He's he's out there right now, and
I
yeah,
won't lie. That's why we haven't scaled to like a second truck. It's that driver. And like I said, if I could clone Sharif, it would be a no
uh,
brainer. Because
it's
that having the wrong driver, that can damage your whole business.
it's
Yeah.
it's scary. It's scary because
It's
I feel
scary.
like ain't nobody gonna really treat it like you. So
They
like
not.
it,
Exactly.
it was scary. Like I'm not sleeping and just always checking the tracker. Where you at? Where you at? Doing
Ooh,
this?
buddy.
Doing
Not like
that.
me.
So
Yeah.
so
Dog.
yeah,
Hey
but
man.
but I was in a position to where I had to, because business started picking up, and now for some reason, like when I tell a broker that I got 2 trucks, like they kind of save me for like they I don't know, like I guess I'm more reliable. Should I say? I guess they feel like I'm more reliable,
Yeah.
So
Where
cause
are you
net
finding your drivers? Where are you finding them? How are you finding your drivers?
Indeed.
Indeed. Okay.
Indeed, and
Gotcha.
Indeed, so man, so Indeed, you pay for what you get.
Yeah.
So I was because you can set how much you want to pay a day. They started off at 45 a day. I'm like, what? You finna pay
45
$45
what?
a day to post an ad? $45
Okay,
a day for
gotcha.
your ad to be posted on Indeed.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I took it down. The minimum you can do is $5 a day. So I
Yeah,
took
I
it
do
down to
that
that
too.
minimum.
Yeah.
So, but I didn't know. Like, you wanna get $5 a day? We gonna send you $5 a day candidates then. So,
Yeah.
so
Yeah,
I
the
put it up.
value of
I put it. Hey, check this out. I put it up to $15 a day, and they shot me this good driver I got. Well, it's only just the second week, but so far he doing great. Like he double checking everything and just. So
That's
I
a
was just the other
shame.
night. I was like, man, Indeed is something else.
They got levels. They got
Yeah.
levels of drivers under there. You know, bad resumes. We gonna
They
keep them
got
just in case you don't want to
So
pay.
I'm
This is who
guessing
we
if you
gonna give
pay
you.
that $45 a day, you might get somebody with
Yeah.
flying colors.
One thing that
Yeah.
I did is I had them do like a questionnaire. Not that it kind of weeded out who had experience, because when I say how much you want to make, and if they said, oh, per hour, I was like, yep, nope. Because the ones I knew who had experience, they're going to tell me, a percentage.
Yeah,
Or
I
mileage
would
or
tell them
something.
to upload their DOT medical card. Like I was weeding them out before I even like started. So I had that automation tool going in there for them to like answer the questions before that. Not that it said it made a huge difference,
uh
but
huh,
it made my work easier to find
right,
somebody,
right.
quicker.
And and
So
made they
since I'm
work
local, like
harder
I just
to
I just
lie
I,
to
I go
us.
about an hour. It made
Yes,
sense
kind
to
of
me to
delay with
just
Sharif.
pay them about an
Okay.
hour since I'm local. But
You pay them about an hour?
yeah,
Yeah, he local.
Mm, gotcha.
because I mean, like the most
Yeah,
like a driver has never so far 15. I think it's like 15 and a half, maybe 16 hours has been the longest day for a driver with me.
gotcha. Gotcha.
Yep.
Gotcha.
And I
Gotcha.
start them
That
at
makes sense.
21.50 an hour.
So Brian,
That's
you
pretty
you ever
good for
you ever catch one of your drivers trying to milk the time? You got a way to catch them. Yeah, I remember when I worked for a van line company, we used to stop at the corner store and have a couple of drinks before we brought it in. Add 2 more hours
So
to
I'm
the
gonna
work.
tell you like this, Sharif. I let it, man. I let them, man. So basically I do it like this. I tell them, I say, if you come in, something happened, truck breakdown, truck not working, I'm gonna give you 4 hours regardless. It's nothing and after that, like you're gonna get 8. If you only work 6 hours, like I'm gonna give you 8. Like I'm not finna give you 5 or 6 hours, 6 or 7 hours. Like I'm gonna give you your 8.
Hmm.
So it's and
Gotcha.
it's and what I found out, like it makes them a lot happier.
Yeah, you're right.
gotcha.
You're
Not a
right. At least
bad
they know they're
strategy.
gonna get their 8 regardless of what the route gonna
Yeah,
be. You know what I mean? So
I say,
that's smart.
like, right. Because a lot of times, like out here, they start at 7. Sometimes, if you ain't got another load already by like 1:30, like it get real, real slow. And then for some reason, it'll pick back up like right now, like probably like around 5:30, 6 o'clock.
Mhm.
Like a few loads to jump on the DAT board, like pick up ASAP, pick up now or whatever. So sometimes if I still got a driver out, and then I'll try to get those.
Gotcha.
And
Gotcha.
that's when
So,
that driver will get that 15, 16 hour day.
so what are some of the apps that you're using? Can you share some of those that you
Like right now?
used? Yeah, I mean,
Hmm.
I know you use DAT, but like you said, some of them were getting you through when your MC was aging. Can you name out some of those
Oh
apps
yeah.
that you were
So
using?
basically, starting off, it was Dispatch, Curry, Mothership, Synpex, and
Yeah. Did you use
what?
Bungie?
No, I don't know about
No.
that.
Okay. think it was called Bungie.
And Curry alone, I'm gonna say Curry alone was way more beneficial out here. They got a lot of work out here in Cali, man. Like a lot.
How far is Vegas from you?
Vegas is
About
about a
3.
9 hour
Oh,
ride, so I'm gonna say about 600 miles or something like that, maybe.
I hear a lot of truck people on the
Probably,
West
yeah,
Coast
about
talk
six,
about.
700 miles. Cause I know LA is about 400, 450.
Yeah, I hear a lot of truck owners talk about delivering like slot machines and stuff when the way they be building those
Yeah.
casinos and stuff, be
So
delivering those slots out there.
yeah, we got casinos. We got casinos up here up north. I deliver them all the time. Tables, card tables. Yep. And
mm.
them be nice. Them ones, them be they pay.
Yeah, well, they say they
So
pay good.
so Derek, and so California got that own little economy right
I'm
there,
saying
cause
that.
he on a load
Man,
board
Yeah,
hey,
locally.
I don't I don't go that way because
I
like I said,
don't
my
even.
death deleted. So
Yeah,
I ain't trying to play
exactly,
with it.
exactly.
But I mean, if you're
hey.
out there
So
in that
basically,
area and you could like you stay around that Cali, Arizona, Las Vegas area, oh, you
That's
can
a
make
whole
money
nother.
just in those little three corners right there. You can
Gotcha.
make hella money.
so when I decided I didn't want to do OTR, I was like, okay, I'll do like LA, Vegas, Arizona then. But I didn't want that ELD. So once I got rid of
Right.
my ELD, well, I had to buy out because after they stole my truck and threw out all the stuff, Modus made me buy all the equipment. Then I had to buy out. I had to buy out my whole 2 year contract. I had to get them
And
wow.
2,300. So
whew,
so
you was
then
going through it,
I
man.
and then I switched over to the Garmin ELD, and it highway wouldn't accept it. So once the highway added that ELD exemptions little space, that opened the door for me right there.
Mm.
And
Gotcha.
all I had to do was provide. I had to provide like a that my truck come from the same location every day.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Same thing I did
Okay.
in my audit.
Yeah, I think when we first, you know, our MC became active, we had a tough time, like you said, getting those type of loads. So I did
Oh,
try to do all of those apps that you named out because when you were naming them, I'm like, yeah, I know all of those. It's just because of how our business structure was, we weren't able to kind of like set up because they wouldn't let me set up as TLA Group. I would have to set it up as Sharif, and we wanted to be paid that way. And so I just never. Now the only one I did get signed up for was like Warp, but Warp
work. So
yeah, they're like when you
man,
bid on it, I'm like, who? I mean, if we're bidding $400, I'm like, what are y'all bidding? 100?
they try to pay me $57 for a load. They say because after I put a bid in for 250, they said, it's all AI. They say, oh, how close could you get to $57? I'm like, I nowhere
Oh,
near close to it. Like, what? I said, if I start my
and who
truck up,
saying yes?
like,
Who was saying
man,
Exactly.
yes to that?
Warp is crazy. They be on
Warp
DAT
is
board
crazy.
too. They be posting like right now. They was on DAT board. They posted. It's crazy because
I
they don't post you
unsubscribed
all
to
the
them
locations
emails.
they
I
go
got
to.
tired
Then
of
when
them.
you email them, they be like, "Oh, it's 17 stops and this and
Yeah.
that."
Yeah,
And
but
like,
see,
yeah,
that's a tactic. That's a tactic. All of them doing. They'll tell you the stops later. They won't post it, but they once you say, okay, you get your post, they'll give you your rate. Yeah, man. Let me tell you about this load, man. It's 3 stops. Blah blah blah. Okay, hold on. Pump the
mhm,
brakes. How many? And then I'm adding 300-400 on there, man. That's extra. Mm-mm.
right.
Yeah, Warp. I've seen their loads on Truck Stop Load Board too, but I always go to. I'll also look on their load board, and I'm like, I don't even understand how they have it set up because I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
I would show Sharif. I'm like, I don't understand how these stops work. So that's one reason we never really like book with them because we could never understand. And every time we say
Yeah.
like $400, we never win the bid.
Never.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Never win it. Yeah. So, what advice would you give somebody who's looking to jump into this box truck game
I
now?
mean, I wish, like I would say, try try to get that MC and everything. Get going on that before you even get a truck and all of that. Because it could be Asian. If am I correct? Like like because I was thinking I was like if I would have had did all my footwork and got my MC and everything while I had that side gig, because when that ended, like my MC would have been a year old. That's how I look at it.
Right.
So I
Yeah.
so I
But
so I,
that
I say if
insurance
you
monthly.
can like jump on all that stuff first before you even buy a truck and really do your research.
Yeah, I think for us what we tried to do was we tried to do appliance delivery. So
Mm-hmm.
for us it was trying to the insurance part of it is what took us down because they have like specific type of insurance that you have to get for your general liability, and then of course you got to pay that high ass deposit, so when I paid the deposit and they told me my insurance was wrong, we backed out of it and we ended up going OTR. Now the second time we did it, I was already prepared. I already knew like what to do, so it went a little bit smoother. I was just like, I'm not paying this deposit until you guys tell me this particular insurance company is whatever rated that y'all want. And that was the only time I paid the deposit. But nobody understands those claims until they actually, do those appliance and furniture delivery.
Yes,
You
indeed.
may think you'll never get a claim, but it's a matter of time of when you get one.
So I got my folks. He out in Virginia, and he was doing that with Home Depot.
Yeah.
So and he was just going through it. Like I'm talking to him every day. And he's just like, oh man, this is this and that. He had a truck and he was renting 2 trucks, I think.
Ooh,
So it was just like, it was just I didn't want to go
that
that route. They
Brian, that field,
RXO called me all the time.
yeah,
Yeah.
that field alone, that's worse. That field is worse if you hire the wrong driver because that claim can bite you. If you hire the wrong driver in that field and they mess up something or they have a
Mm-hmm.
last days ago attitude and give you a claim,
Right.
man, that's almost worse.
And they don't pay you enough per day. They don't pay you
Thank
enough
you.
per day to have a 2-man team. Because in here they were paying us I think it was like
650.
30 or something dollars a stop, and then we went to a minimum of 650, and we was excited. We was like, oh, 650. I don't know.
650 a
When you
day,
don't
yeah.
know better, you don't know better.
Don't.
You understand what I'm saying? You learn from trial and error. So when we did our first week 7, what was this, 7 days, Sharif? We had 6 days and only Sunday off, and that check didn't even touch $5,000. I didn't want to say it, and Sharif, we both was over there thinking like, man, what is this check for all this work that they had to do? And right now I'm just like,
Yeah.
And when I
it's
say
not
getting
worth it.
up, having to be at the warehouse at 5 a.m. and the warehouse is on the north
Mm-hmm.
side of Houston, man, when I tell you, you got to drive 45 minutes before you get there. Now think about it. That means you're getting up at 3, 6 days a week. And when I saw that check, man, if it was a table in front of me, I would have lifted it. It would have been in there.
Sharif, you ain't came this way? You ain't
No,
never been out
No,
here?
man, them
always a
laws
semi.
scare me up there. Y'all, I respect y'all, man. Them laws, man. As soon as I get to shaking, as soon as I pass
Yeah.
the state lines, ooh, this is Cali.
Oh man, all the
I
way
ain't been in
stations,
years.
all the way
Yeah,
stations, and
they don't
and
play.
the carb. You gotta have a clean air, the carb certified. Got to get a
Yeah, I
small
got
check
tired of
every
buying
three
Glade in the
months.
truck every
That,
time I pulled over at the weigh station. I was glading it up, baby. Man, I was so nervous. Just pooting left and right. Mm-mm.
yeah,
Cause
Couldn't
they
do
you
it.
you've
that.
been you've been in the semi, right? But you haven't
Yeah.
been in the box
But
truck.
but the last time it was early 2000s. I stopped going. Every job I got, they say, okay, where are you going? I tell you where I'm not going. West and the northwest. I don't mess with them mountains. I'm not gonna
Mhm.
play. I don't care how much experience you have. One wrong gear shift and you downhill and can't stop. Nah, I'm sorry, not me. I deal with North
Yeah, I learned my
Carolina and
lesson, man.
Tennessee and or northern Georgia mountains. That's what I deal with.
The weight scales out here, Well, I guess it's 100% my fault, but man, all of the outer services, they got my safer score bad right now, man. So that's why
Oh
now
man.
I do the 30, I do the 90-day inspections, and then just try to stay on top of it, because I go through, like, just today I went through the weight scale 4 times. The same
Dang.
Whew.
week. The same,
Told
because
you.
I'm local.
See?
So every
Wow.
time I
Kelly.
go to San Jose, I gotta go through 2 of them. And I gotta come.
Kelly, when you go to California, you might as
I,
well go ask a cop, can you get in the front seat? Because that's how often they finna stop and talk to you in California.
Oh
Don't
yeah,
go.
you better
Don't
be
go.
ready to you better be ready. That's why after I tell you, I think you posted something about that compliance binder. Oh,
Yeah.
I instantly went and got me. I instantly made a me one. What I'm talking about, man, y'all done stepped my game up so much, man. Hearing Derek say you got to be Googleable, I wasn't Googleable before I started listening to the Box Truck Hustle. I wasn't Google.
That's a
And listen,
teleword
that's
right
why I'm
there.
so
Googleable.
happy. I'm
That's
so
Derek's
happy
word, to be
Oh,
honest.
Derek. That's
y'all be
Derek.
saying
Okay.
stuff over and over,
Yeah.
because some people like myself, they gotta hear it that many times. So it took for me to hear Derek say that so many times, and I'm like, Brian, you're not Googleable. So yeah,
I
within
hear
the
you.
y'all podcast done turned me up in the past
Man,
couple months. I
appreciate you.
started listening to y'all podcast about what, 4 months ago almost.
Mm-hmm.
Because I started with the last episode, and it was so good. I said, oh, no, I got to go all the way back to number one and watch all of them.
Gotcha.
Thank you for the support.
And
Oh man, I
Brian,
try to take a break from the music.
let me give you another resource. Also, tell your drivers to have they routine together, far as when the cops come, because they gonna ask routine questions. No, and know
Mm,
where you're going, where you come from, know where that insurance is. Don't fumble. You get what I'm trying to
man,
say? When they ask you for something, just have it,
yeah,
bam, bam, bam. Make it. When you fumble, that gives them more
man.
reason to say, okay, he either knew or don't know what he doing. I'm gonna strip him down butt naked right here on the side.
And this new driver. He 28, and when I tell you, like, he cool, but he 28 and his whole face is tatted up. I'm talking
Oh.
about
Yeah,
whole body tatted up.
yeah,
He got
Mm.
the Kansas City Chiefs symbol under his eye.
oh
Damn.
yeah. He gotta be
Like,
real bubbly.
and I'll be, but if you talk to him, he real polite, got manners and
Yeah,
all the stuff. But I'll just be telling you, like, you just got to be ready. If you ever get pulled over, give him this whole binder, and and talk like it's the law.
yeah,
You know.
Well, I'm
exactly.
glad my binder helped you. I'm so excited.
I
Oh
know you
man,
are.
man, I tell you, hey, man, my wife was talking about, you order some business cards. I say, yeah. I said, I ordered me some business cards. I said, and I got a website. I sent her my website. I said, I'm Googleable now.
Yeah.
And I put it
I
in
know
my,
that's
because like this in the signature, all of that lined up. Come on, man. It
that's
like
right.
y'all for sure step my game up. Like,
Oh yeah, people
That's
think
that.
people think it's
I
crazy, man. You,
appreciate
you,
it.
you think these brokers ain't got the desktop pulled up and pop in Google and your thing pop up? That make them feel that much more
Mm-hmm.
calmer to
Yeah,
deal with you.
Exactly.
And put it
yeah.
on your
Right.
And it's
signature.
free.
Put it
It's
on your
fucking free.
signature.
Cause I look at it like this. I look at it as like time. Just like if I'm on a phone with a broker, I'm looking at it. I say, oh, he been talking to me for a minute and a half. I got him. He's interested because it's time. So if he had other options, he wouldn't be on the phone with me
You
for
want
this
to be on the
long,
phone with
because
you,
he
right?
would be talking them other options. So I'm like, it's
Exactly.
time. If they read in my email and then they scroll down, see that signature, they see that website, if they click on it, I'm getting their time. And they're
Yep.
like, oh, then hey,
You
I'm
said
already on
it.
his
You
website
preaching.
already. His MC is good. Why not book him?
Well, let me give you another tidbit. Get that LinkedIn. Because I've been posting Sharif's videos. They be emailing him. Hey, dude. Hey, man. Hey,
I,
brother. They like to call him brother. Hey, brother. Next
Hey,
time
brother.
you in such and such
hey,
state, let me know. I got some loads for you.
I
Yeah.
created it last week.
Oh, what? Okay.
Yep.
Nah.
I don't. I so I'm not. I'm not a social media guy. I ain't got no platform, so I'm trying to learn how to figure it all out. But just like my wife, she was like, you coming out of your box. She said, you finna be on a podcast? She was like, normally you got about 100 words. You say over 100 words a day. You don't even say nothing else no more. I said, man, I
Exactly.
got to poke my chest out, man. I got to come out that turtle
Hey,
shell
Brian.
because
Yeah.
Hey,
I'm only going to get
Brian.
out what I put in.
She forced me out there, man. I'm telling you, man. You know, every delivery. Did you do a video? I'm like, no, I ain't do no video. And then all of a
Hey,
sudden, now it's a routine. I got go get you a magnet. I got a magnet, a cell phone holder. So when you're in your
uh-huh.
truck, you can just prop that mug up real quick and bam, start
Right there on the
recording super.
E-Track or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. So and then I give the forklift driver involved sometimes. I be like, man, excuse me, man. Listen, I videotape my deliveries and pickups every time. I hope you don't mind. They be like, oh sure. I said, all right, but you gonna
Right,
be on your what's the name? And then they into it. Then I give a card. Man, I pass cards out in every
right.
warehouse that I hit. You know what I'm saying? That's a little bit of socializing that puts TLA Group on their radar. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Hmm. The
And that's
brokers
that's
are
that's
listeners
all
as well
needed.
too. The brokers are like
Cause
emailing us back and they're listening to the podcast. Every broker we book the load with, I snatch their email and add them to our distribution.
yep.
I do. So we're working on trying to get another broker on the podcast in another probably next month. But yeah, I just surprised that people are actually listening.
Oh
Because
man.
one girl named Natasha, she called TQL and they asked her what she mean. I'm like, our voice must sound alike for him to ask
Yeah.
that. But yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. 7-Eleven. Hey, hey.
Ain't nothing green in a pilot but the money
It
and
be hot and
fame.
ready. You know, it be hot and ready. Yeah,
Well,
man. This
we're about to get ready to wrap up. I do
that
hope
was an
you
hour
guys,
already.
yes, it's 52 minutes. It's a
Jeez.
52 minutes. We're going to get
Man.
ready to wrap up. Of course, I've already got September lined up for our next guest. And one of them, I don't know if you guys been paying attention to my post, but it is Bubba AI. Are y'all familiar with Bubba AI? It is a AI dispatching tool. So I will
Ooh.
actually be testing it out the next few weeks. So I'll be able to give input on it. But it's supposed to be like it's you can connect it to your load board and you can talk to it and tell it what you'd like. For the driver, like Sharif, he could talk to Bubba and tell him what he's looking for, and then they'll go search our load boards that I connect to it, and they'll email from your email. So when they email, they're emailing from like either mine or Sharif and emailing the broker, and you can step in
Mm-hmm.
at any time. Like I saw a whole demo of it. So make sure y'all tune in to that show. I think it's going to be like maybe September 22nd. I'm not sure, but they are going to come on there as well too.
Yeah, the AI is coming and we can't stop it. We can't stop it. It's a guy right now in
It ain't
San
coming. It's
Francisco. His
here.
name is Paul Singer. He co-funded this Fleetworks.
Yep,
And
we use that one.
yeah. So
Yeah, we use Fleetworks.
he emailed me. He emailed me and he wanted me to come down.
You
Huh?
say he emailed you?
Yeah, he said he wanted me to come sit and he want his team to sit behind me and watch me dispatch all day.
I would, if you got his email, if you could send it to me, I would love to have him on
Yeah.
the podcast too. But yeah,
Yeah.
we use Fleetworks. I don't know if Fleetworks watch his face,
Uh-huh.
his LinkedIn because I
Uh-huh.
would like post his videos like, oh, we just dropped off here. I normally like a day behind because I don't want nobody tracking them or, come to steal no freight. I don't trust it. So I'm always like 24 hours behind. And next thing I know, they started texting me like, hey, you're such and such. I'm like, you know what? Let me get this switched over to him because I'm at
Right.
work. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he for sure. So
Yeah.
yeah, he was like, yeah, just come come sit at the desk. My team will sit behind you and watch you work all day. And he offered to pay me $100 an hour.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yep.
That's what I'm
Sound like a
talking. Well,
plan to me.
I did truck stop. I I I did truck stop podcast yesterday, and they're about to start working on some stuff for box trucks. So they're gonna be reaching out to me to get my input because I'm like, yeah, we need something for partialing, please and thank you, because that's what we like to do. So I am on their
Okay.
customer advisory board. I like to throw my titles out there.
Right. For real, man.
So that
For real.
Ava that they got, y'all are on DAT. But if y'all decide to check out Truck Stop, that DAT, that Ava AI tool they got, I gave some input on that.
That's what's up. Yeah.
Look,
Yeah.
I've already told them when am I gonna get my marketing video. I'm like, when is that happening? I need to remind them. I'm gonna try. They want to come on
Yeah.
the podcast. No, they asked could they come on the podcast. Shut up.
I mean, so many of these brokers now, as soon as you call them, everything AI. Hey, they be like, hello, wait, is this UC 510? Like, yeah.
Well, Brian, thank you so much for joining the podcast. Per
Oh,
usual,
man.
I will send out a blast to let everybody know your show is live. I don't know why it didn't go live today. I got to check my connections, but your show will be uploaded. You'll be able to see the full show on YouTube. I send out an email blast to let everybody know your show and the link so they can go watch it. And I appreciate you coming. And thank you for being a member of Straight Connect. Hopefully, one
For
day you can
sure.
join one of our webinars. I'm
Yep.
working on having monthly webinars. I'm waiting for Derek. I know you ain't respond to my email to let me know which class you wanted to teach, but
Oh, I gotta look at the
Yeah, I
list.
done sent a few other drivers Straight Connect to as well. I don't know if they logged in, but yeah,
yeah, I
I've
got to
been
get these
passing along
carriers to
everything.
start posting jobs. That's what I really need them to start doing. So, but don't worry, I got a networking event tomorrow.
Hey,
Before you
I
know it, I'm going
appreciate
to have
everything
a
y'all doing.
workforce transportation initiative. So, yes, thank you, but don't jump off so quick. You got to give it time to download. But thank you for joining.